Hello everyone. So today in the course of BBA Excel programming, we are starting with tutorial number 8. And in today's topic, we'll cover end with construction and some useful application properties. By the way, I am Saurabh Jain and the website on which this course was going on is bi-analytics.org. Fine. bi-analytics.org, Center for Business Intelligence and Digital Transformation. You are welcome to join this website. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and post in the website. So let's go ahead. First of all, we'll talk about some useful application properties. As we talked in last couple of videos, like range a1 dot value. So there was range a1 was a specific object we were talking about. Now there are some topics like active cell, active chart, active sheet, active window, active workbook, selection, this workbook. So these are different useful applications which are used many times. So let's start with say selection. Let's go into our Excel worksheet and let's try to understand how selection can be useful. I'm straight away going into our Visual Basic tab. I open insert module. So we have a module ready. So now first we'll write the name as a sub useful underscore properties. Fine. Let's talk about selection. So what does a selection means? Say selection is it refers to any object. Fine. Selection refers to any object. Say range a1 dot select. So it will select the a1, but we don't know what is selected right now. So what I say, selection, this is an object and its properties like selection dot interior dot color. Fine. Selection dot interior dot color is equals to say 343456. Fine. This is my color. So now this is my code ready. What I do is I run it out. Let's see what happens. So what it is done, it is change the interior color of this point. Fine. Say now I select this portion. So this become my selection. Now I will run this macro. I go into developers. You have macros. My macro name is usual property. I run this out. So now look. So based on selection, it is changing the value. But we know that interior color is a property of cells range. Now if you are selecting a chart and you say selection dot interior dot color, this might give some error. So it depends what logic you are using. But what I want to tell you is that selection is another useful property. See, now what we can do is say I do like this and I again run this program. Macros, run. Fine. Now we can even do something like macros and I say options and say the shortcut key. I name it say shortcut key something like O. So now when I will press Control O, this will do the solve the purpose. Let's see. Okay. So now if I select this, I go into, sorry, let me open. So I select this and I say Control and O. So this has done a shortcut for our formatting style. Now suppose imagine that you need to do interior color. You also want to change the text color. You want to also change the font size. There's few things which you want to do. So if that formatting has to be applied, there are 5 or 6 things you have to do. You can create a macro with the help of selection and then you can go into this and link to a special shortcut which is not already available, else it will override it out. So now with this shortcut, now you can format accordingly. So this can be another application. Fine. So this is how you can use some Excel properties. Let's move ahead. So let's coming back to this topic. active cell means active cell which is active. So if you will write active cell dot value equals to 35, whichever cell is active, it will write 35 into it, right? So active cell refers to active cell, very simple. Same way we have active chart, you have active sheet, active workbook. Now say there are 5 sheets in the Excel. So if you say active sheet dot range A1 dot value equals to 25, so it will go into active sheets range A1. Fine. Active window, active workbook is like same, selection is like same. Then there another one is called this workbook. This workbook that contains VBA procedure being executed. This may or may not be same as active workbook. What means? See, there are two workbook open. One is active and second is not active. Now, in which workbook you have written VBA code is called this workbook. That workbook may be active or may not be active. See, I opened two workbooks. In first workbook, I write a code, and then I went to second book, and now I opened it out. Now, if I run this code, this workbook dot close, so that workbook will be closed in which that VBA code has been written. Fine. So there's a difference in active workbook and this workbook. Active workbook is which is active, and this workbook is fine. Let's move ahead. Yes. Now we'll talk about with construction. This is quite interesting thing. What I'll do is let's first go into our Excel one and try to understand what we need to learn with construction. Let's open another sheet. Fine. Now we go into insert. Sorry, developers, Visual Basic. So let's go here. Fine. So let me write some special code. Then we try to understand what we are doing. Fine. So I'm writing another subroutine program. I say sub sub and then with underscore example. This is the name of my sub. Now what I want to do is say in range A1 I want to write 35. So I'll say range range A1 dot value is equals to 35. I believe those who have seen all 7 video tutorials will be quite happy in understanding this line. There will be no issues, right? Fine. So what I have done, I have changed the value property of A1 to 35. Now what I want to do is again range A1 dot font. Fine, font dot bold is equals to true. So what I have done is range, I have done the font to be bold. Fine. Now again what I want to do is range A1 dot font dot size is equals to 18. Now again what to do is range A1 dot interior dot color is equals to, say I'd say VB green. VB green. This is another way of writing the color. We'll talk about colors later on, but let's say you can even write code like 3436 like this. Fine. So look what we have done. We have applied 4 properties to which object? Range A1 dot object. Fine. So every time we wrote range A1 dot, range A1 dot, range A1 dot, range A1 dot. So now what I want to do is with the help of with construction we'll write this program and this will become short. See how. First let's run this program and see what happens. Let's run this program. Run. Let's see. So it has done green color, it has done 35, it has done bold. Fine. You all can see? Okay. Let's move ahead. Now we'll write the same code with easy way. So in all 4 lines, we are applying the properties to width, applying to range A1. So what we'll write is width range bracket open inverted comma A1. Fine. Now I say dot value is equals to 35, dot font dot bold is equals to true, dot font dot size is equals to 18, and dot interior dot color is equals to say 2 3 4 5 6 7. Fine. Now because we have done width, so we have to write and width. Fine. Or let's see, instead of A1, let's do this to B1. Now run this program. So what we have done is we have saved writing range A1 again and again. So with range B1 dot value dot font, so we can read like this: with range B1 dot font dot size, with range B1 dot interior dot color. Now important part is you all have to write this code with your hand. If you will just see this video and you will say yes, I understand, then next time you will be not able to write. So it is important to write this code with your hand. Fine. You can take the screenshot in the mobile and then you can type in the laptop if you have a problem. But do write these lines with your hands. Fine. So this is the program. Now let's run this. Done. Now see. So look, it has done like this. Fine. So this is called end with program. Hope you are able to understand. So let's move into our PowerPoint file. So what with construction do is very useful, saves a lot of typing and performs multiple operation on a single object. Fine. First of all, it saves our typing as we saw. Second, it performs multiple operations, right? It performs multiple operations but on a single object. So our object was range A1. It was a single object and we want to perform a multiple operations. When working with objects and their properties and methods. Hope you got it. Fine. It was easy. Let's read it again. Say, this is our example. Worksheet march.range a1.value is equals to sales for March. Worksheet march.range a1.font.name is equals to Arial. Worksheet.march.font.bold equals to true. Size equals to true. Now what is done is, now we'll make it more complex. Look, in all the 4 values, first A1 is common. Fine. So we say with worksheets March range A1. So we have done it like this. Fine. Till A1 everything was common. Now we see that in the next 3 signs, last 3 lines, font is also common. So we have again taken with dot font. Range A1 dot value, then dot font, dot name, dot bold equals to 2, dot size equals to 2. So with dot font, end with, end with end with. So this is called width within a width. It is very easy. You need to understand, you have to, it is like brackets, taking common thing out and then applying the properties. So look, if we want to read this dot bold dot fold equals to 2, how we'll write? We'll write read worksheet march dot range dot a1 dot font dot bold is equals to 2, like this. Our objective is to understand that sometimes when the macro will record the program, it will do in this with form. So we should be able to understand which object actually it is working on. Point number 1. And secondly, when you have to write so many properties for one object, we will start using with construction. It will be quite helpful when we will be working on forms, user forms. Then it will be very easy to understand and apply the codes. Let's recall one of the last lectures where we recorded a video for macro recording. I will show you. When we recorded a macro, this is our tutorial number 7, in which we recorded a macro. So I'm on now 13th minute of video. See, you can see with selection dot font dot color is equals to this dot tint shade is equals to 0. But earlier line is range b4 dot select. So actually this line is like range b4 dot font, range b4 dot color, range b4 dot tint shade. So like this it's working. Hope you are able to understand. Now you understand selection also. Now you understand with construction also. So this was with construction. We talked about some useful applications like active cell, active chart, active sheet, active window. Don't worry, we'll use everything in our examples, in coming examples. But we should know active window, active workbook, selection, this workbook. So these are some important useful applications that will be coming again and again. Fine. We talked about with construction. So we are ready now towards programming logics. Now in the next video tutorial I will introduce you variables, then we'll talk about calculations of variables, then we'll talk about if else logics, we'll talk about for next loops, do while loops. So our journey of programming will start now. I request you, if you know someone who also wants to learn VBA, ask them to walk through these all 8 video tutorials fast so we can move ahead. If you have joined me this time only, please do it because these fundamentals will be applied in next video tutorials also. So I look forward to meet you on the website, which is bi-analytics.org, and what you need to do is join the club VB Excel programming. Till now, if you have any programming problem, please write in the comments in the forums of the website. I'll be happy to answer it, or anyone who is watching this video can answer this. If you require some code help, that I will not be doing, but all members can help each other. This is our objective. This is the way we will learn. So I look forward for you on bi-analytics.org. Thank you.